All right, what's going on, guys? So I don't know how the video quality is going to be. I'm using Filmic Pro with my iPhone 17 Pro Max. Thankfully, I have a mic in the car, so hopefully the audio sounds all right. I'm on my way to my mom's memory care facility. This is essentially a real-time, real-life caregiving situation that I think people need to know about that are dealing with dementia or anyone in their family with Alzheimer's or any kind of dementia. This is, real life. My mom, I got a call from the nurse on duty at her memory care facility where she's at. She's 91 with dementia, pretty progressed, pretty good considering, but at the same time, in and out of the hospital more than she should be, and I wish she was. But I got a call from the nurse, and not during a normal time where you'd maybe get a call from the facility. A lot of times they'll call and ask me if I'm going to be coming or visiting because they're doing activities or taking them somewhere. But I was in the middle of eating a salad during dinner time, watching Jeopardy, not planning on going by her place this evening. I was going to go by tomorrow morning and check on her. But I got a call from the nurse on duty, and she notified me that my mom was complaining of chest pain and that she was going to send her into the hospital. And as her power of attorney and her son, I said, I don't want her going to the hospital because a lot of times they send them in and they get poked and prodded, and with the dementia, it almost just seems to tax them more than not. And I know with their dementia, a lot of times it will manifest in them saying what's not accurate. So my mom has been complaining of chest pain and things like this for probably 10 plus years, literally. So this is where knowing your loved one and being the one to advocate and look out for them, you can't expect anyone to know your loved one as well as you do, of course. But a lot of times, you're just trying to do something like relax, and you have to basically skip that and get into the mindset like, I need to go now and look out for my mom, advocate, assess her, see if she's at her baseline, and then determine or not whether we have to call 911 or get her into the hospital, or I have to bring her into the hospital, the emergency room, which then entails a lot of energy, obviously from her as well, and me, because she has to go and get put through all of that, and she doesn't even remember any of it. So say we're in the hospital all night, 8 hours plus all kinds of testing, bring her back. Literally an hour later, she doesn't even remember being in the hospital. Yet, as a caregiver and someone advocating for our parents, we remember every single part of it. So caregivers really do, and family members go through a ton mentally and physically, but really a huge mental toll takes place all the time. And people don't understand. They think just because your loved one is in a facility that it's all taken care of. But guess what? Every single thing that comes up, whether it's vaccinations or side effects from vaccinations. Mind you, my mom had a COVID vaccination, which I probably shouldn't have done looking back. I'm not a big COVID vaccination person, never got them. But the flu and the COVID, both were told to get from her geriatric doctor. So I followed their advice and got her that. I believe it was on Monday. And, days later, she showed some signs of not feeling well and more confusion. So there's always all kinds of different things that happen when someone has dementia. And when they're aged or when they're older, like my mom is at 91, and brought her into the emergency room on Saturday, and now today's Wednesday, and they want to bring her back into the emergency room. And I just don't like putting her through that. She fell out of bed, apparently, I think it was Saturday at some point. So they wanted to check, make sure she didn't have any injuries. And the reality is these facilities have to cover their asses and make sure they're not liable for anything. We know that. Okay, I just had to make a little going in front of a bunch of traffic move because it is kind of a little bit of an emergency in my mind. Because when you do have someone older showing signs like chest pain and stuff, but again, my mom has cried wolf about chest pain literally hundreds of times. And every single time she ever went to the doctor or ever went to the emergency room because of that complaint, never once was there anything serious going on? So I know that based on our past and our history. So I'm using that knowledge to make my best decision to not put her through anything more. But I wasn't planning on going into her facility to check on her or visit with her tonight. But because of this, I'm going to go ahead and change my plans and stop everything and put down my food and turn off Jeopardy, which is not a big deal, but whatever. The bottom line is it's very taxing, and now I'm going to go and drive 40 minutes to my mom's facility and play, advocate and son and play family member and make sure I'm on my A game assessing her, and then we'll see what happens from there. But in my gut, I think it's probably her dementia manifesting in a way that she's complaining about something that really isn't that big of a deal. Now, I know last couple times she's been into the doctor and had her doctor visit her at her facility. They said her heartbeat was a little weak. And I don't know if that's alarming, but again, she's aging and pretty up there. So that could be just part of being 91 with dementia. She's slowing down and maybe her heart's kind of on her way out. But this is essentially just to share real life caregiving and what it entails. There's a ton to this, and this is just within the past 5 days, meaning multiple calls from doctors, emergency room visits within 1 week, possibly 2 emergency room visits. She's been in the hospital at least a half a dozen times already this year, pneumonia, in and out of rehab facilities. So, there's a lot that happens with people when they're in this progressed, demented state, let alone with the aging side of things as well. So just a huge shout out to people caring for their loved ones. And I really do feel I need to do something for caregiving and stuff that's informative for people that are going through this journey themselves, because there is so much that is not known for a lot of these people new to it. I can't tell you how many people don't know what an ombudsman is. And an ombudsman is like 101 caregiving knowledge. It's someone advocating for your loved ones, from the state. So they basically look out for your loved ones' rights and needs. But a lot of people don't even know ombudsmans exist, and they're huge to have in your corner on this journey. So I think I could raise a lot of awareness and share a lot of information that I've learned throughout the years, and bringing my mom, through different rehab facilities and supportive homes and Medicaid memory care, and bringing her to foster care homes in Hawaii. Even just the physical fact that I brought her to Hawaii with dementia and what I've learned through that journey, and whoop, my phone fell, and what things didn't change. Dementia really doesn't know Hawaii. So there's just tons of things that I feel I could share, but I'm hoping this kind of helps a little bit. And anyone dealing with a family member with dementia or Alzheimer's, just know my heart's out there with you. I know you got a lot that you have to take on. It's a huge responsibility, and it's super taxing mentally. Self-care is super important, so take care of yourself, find time for yourself. But when they start getting to this point, it's almost as if there's always something happening. I honestly feel like I could barely relax anymore, because there's always something happening and popping. I could just be sitting and you get a call in the middle of the night. She's going to the emergency room. She's got pneumonia, whatever it may be. There's always something that seems to be happening. So it's hard just to shut that off and not pretend that you're always on edge. So I understand. I get it. You let me know in the comments below if you're dealing with any of this and what your challenges are. Maybe I can help. Maybe I can help answer them in another video. Sorry, I don't have my tripod with me. This was totally on the whim kind of video. I figured it was in the moment, kill some time while I'm driving and kind of stressed to my mom's facility. So let me know, guys. Aloha, and thanks for listening. Bye.
Is that you? Who's your old lady over there? Hi. You feeling all right?
Yeah.
Sure, should I take you to the hospital? Huh? What do you think? Take you to the hospital?
Yeah.
Right now? Are you dying?
Yeah.
Me too. I know, it's crazy. We'll both go to the hospital.
Okay.
First you though. You feeling all right though?
Yeah. Really do.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you too.
Okay.